Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Bengals, all that and more, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a fourth-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from it. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he was good as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he'll find the roll here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. 1st down, and they'll start with Algier. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. Dumps this one off to Algier. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The drive starts with a run from H.N. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. H.N. here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now Herbert, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Ethan Evans now. This is fielded at the 27. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Now a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Run straight ahead with H.N. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 62 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Up the middle, H.N. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Third down and 6. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They only need a yard here. Third down and 1 after the penalty. They'll run for it with Achane. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Azeez Ojulari buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll give this to Achane. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work 3 for 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. 3rd down and 13. Here's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now here's a throw that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime we see a kicker trot out the try run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for him to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And will be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Raiders heading out to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Renfro, the motion man. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to one.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. To throw is Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Pulls it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a carry for Algier headed right. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. The Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
On first down, Justin Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Samson Abuka able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Herbert now. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Ethan Evans on that opponent. Fielded just inside the 20. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Algier will try to pick it up. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Flowers going to go in motion right. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5. I'm close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert, well caught by Flowers. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action. It's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round weekend. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jaden Reed, 47 yards. And the Raiders have regained the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Rodgers' throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Rodgers to throw once more. Open man is Divisional. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Parker, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Herbert. That is caught by Laporta. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Steelers needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. He'll get this down to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 2-2 Atwell. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Encroachment, defense.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. For Marshall, that's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that's going to tie us at 13. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now Rodgers. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. Dexter Lawrence forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now 3rd down and very long. Rodgers going to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Achane to start the drive. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. They set up the screen. Achane has it. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To the air again, Herbert. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So that's going to push him back half the distance. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Still first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Algier now up the middle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the carry there. That sets up a long 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Rodgers to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zay Flowers, 35 yards. And the Raiders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th and a very critical drive upcoming.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll give to Algier out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 2nd down and 4. Algier with another carry. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught, and he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, it's Rodgers. He gets this one to Boyd. And Boyd going to pick up the Bengals 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Rodgers connects with Kittle underneath. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert off of play action. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Play 3 of the drive not is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and on play action, here's Herbert. The open man here, Renfro. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Still 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's Herbert. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Herbert now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A give, running right, Achane. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Josh McDaniels going to take a risk here. They will go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.